girl Kayla, and I'm back once again with another YouTube video, and as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a story time on my first day in middle school. And before I start, make sure you guys click that subscribe button down below, and while you're down there, make sure you click the like button and click the post notification button so you can notify every time I post these bangers. And yes, I know I haven't been here in a while. I haven't been uploading in like 2 weeks. I know it's just crazy. I've been sick. Well, I haven't been sick, but I feel like I'm getting sick. And I haven't been having time to film videos. It's just that I'm so busy with school and all this other stuff. So, but can't have an excuse for not having YouTube videos. Let's get into the video. So first I want to start off as the school that I go to now in middle school is way different from my elementary school. So in elementary school, we was there for the same amount of time, but we did get out of school earlier than what I do now. But we did go to school earlier than what I do now. So I'm just gonna tell you guys the difference. So my schedule in elementary school started at 8 o'clock. In middle school, school starts at 9. So that's an hour's difference. And in elementary school, it's like we did have the same amount of hours in school, but I feel like we had less classes, so our classes were longer. But I'm sorry if y'all hear background noise. But in middle school, I actually had more classes, and I feel as though the classes are longer than what they were in elementary school. So it's kind of like, since I've been in middle school, I can't remember exactly what I did in elementary school or my schedule exactly, but I do know that our classes are longer than like our lunch and our resource and stuff like that, which I would expect. But it's like we're in one class for an hour and 15 minutes. Lunch is 30 minutes. And I feel like we should have a longer time than that, because in elementary school, I feel like I had a longer time than 30 minutes. But at that school, they've always had 30 minutes for lunch, even with the elementary kids at that school. So I didn't go to elementary school at that school. I went to an elementary school down the street from the school that I go to now. So we only have 30 minutes for lunch, and the resource is, I think, 50 minutes or something like that. I can't exactly remember, but resource is over at about 2. Oh, so resource is an hour and 15 minutes. Then why? Okay, so our classes are hour and 15 minutes, and resource is an hour and 15 minutes. But I feel like resource is shorter than class. It's probably because we do a lot of work in class, and in resource we just, chill, wind down without having to do any work. But I have gym right now for resource, and what I don't like about the school that I go to now is that for every quarter, so I'm in the 3rd quarter, for every quarter we have a different resource. At my old school, it doesn't matter which quarter we're in, we have a different resource every day. So like we have technology, gym, and like stuff like that. But right now, we only have gym as a quarter. So we go to gym every day. But at my old school, we go to a different resource every day. So that's something else that I had to adapt to. At my old school, we wore a regular uniform. A yellow shirt and khaki pants. I wouldn't say it's the best uniform, but I like it better than the uniform that I gotta wear now. An orange shirt with khaki pants. And it's like this school that I go to now is like really just, it does the most. At my old school, well, elementary school. When I say my old school, I mean elementary, because I'm in middle now. So elementary school, the entire school wore the same uniform. Because I guess since the school, we had a kindergarten through 5th grade. So I guess since the school wasn't full of kids, they could tell the classes because they've been working there forever. I went to that school since I was in kindergarten, so I knew the teachers, the kids, everybody. And this school, I guess since it's a bigger school, we have 3 floors. And it's pre-K to 8th grade, so they use different uniforms for the different age groups, which I don't really get. I get that they do it for pre-K through 5th grade. They wear pink and blue. But when we get to middle school, why do you gotta do a different color for every year? So, 6th grade gotta wear orange and khaki. 7th grade gotta wear blue and khaki. And 8th grade gotta wear white and khaki. So it's like every year, even like, I would do this anyway, but every year you gotta worry about finding a new colored shirt. But at my old school, we did have to worry about I worried about getting new shirts because I never wore the same shirts for 2 years. But I would know where to get my shirts because they were all the same color, but just different sizes. Or they were either washed out, so I had to get new ones. What else? So at my old school, I could walk. Like, it was literally, I could walk. This school, now, it's probably take 30 minutes to walk there. So I get a ride. It's only 7 minutes. And I don't catch the bus to school, but I catch it back home because I know how to catch the bus from school to home, but not from home to school. But I think I get the hang of it, catching it from here to school. So I don't know when I'm going to try it, but I'm going to see if that is actually the route before I try it because I don't want to get lost. I don't want to get lost. Like I said, I don't know if I already said this or not, but it is an hour's difference in our day. But it's still 7 hours. So we're just an hour behind on when they get out and start. So my old school, elementary school, I get out at 2:40. At middle school, I get out at 3:25. Now, y'all probably thinking 3:25. Why are you still in school at 3:25? And all this other stuff like 3:25. And y'all probably wondering where my thumb is. They're right here. But yeah, I had to adapt to that. It's like I get out at 3:25. When I had first looked at the papers on like the entire school, sorry if y'all hear background noise. People are walking on over top of me. Like, oh my gosh. I had to adapt to that. When I looked at the paper, I was like, we get out at 3:25. But then it actually makes sense because we start at 9 and not 8. Because then it'll be like we there for what, 8 or 9 hours? And I'm not doing that. So the first day of school, I woke up at 7 or a little after 7. But school don't start until 9 o'clock. But they wanted us to be there early so they can explain everything. And I guess do whatever they had to do so they can get ready for the first day of school. Of teaching. Or doing whatever they did the first day of school. Like, I kind of remember the first day of school, but then I don't at the same time. So it's like, whoa, buddy, you don't even remember. But the first day of school, so we have an honors class, and then like the classes below that. So we only have 3 classes. We have the honors class, and then the middle class, and then the class that probably needs like more help on things. So I was in the middle class. And I did not bring a jacket to school. That was the worst mistake I ever made on the first day of school. Not bring a jacket. It was -0 degrees in that classroom. Like, I'm not even playing. It was freezing in that classroom. And I'm remembering I didn't even bring a jacket. Because it was hot outside. Like, who would have known it would have been that cold in the classroom? Like, it was really cold. So the second day, I did bring a jacket. But I had to take it off. Well, I didn't have to take it off, but I was warned because we aren't supposed to wear hooded jackets. Look. I can't wear this kind of jacket at school. And if we do, my homeroom teacher now, I'm in the honors class now, my homeroom teacher now would tell us to take it off. I'm like, I don't want to take off my jacket. It's cold. But it's like, you gotta listen, right? So back to the first day. So after it was freezing cold, we was in there for an hour, 15 minutes because our classes are 75 minutes long. And then my second class was math. This was the first day of school. Now my whole schedule changed because I'm not in the same class. I'm in the honors class now. But on the first day of school, it was math, and we also had 75 minutes in there. And there I sat next to two people that I had talked to in the first class because my teacher did 2 truths and a lie, and the girl had wrote something on her paper. If you know Trinity is Unique TV and Denia Maith, I did a video with them. I think I posted a video after that. That was my last video I posted. So the video before the last video I posted, I think. That's the video I did with them. That link will be in the description down below. We did a whisper challenge. So make sure you go check that out after you watch this video. But she wrote something on her paper. I was like, why would you write this? Why would you write this? She was like, I don't know. But it was so funny. So I had sat next to her in my math class and her best friend, Denia, which is my stinker. Cringe. But then I talked to them in class and I met another girl. I can't really remember who sat there on the first day, but I know it was out of a few girls that sat there. But I talked to that girl. I can't remember which one it was. But then we went to lunch. Now at my old school, we could sit wherever we wanted at lunch. At my new school, obviously not. We can't sit there. We cannot sit there. We can't sit anywhere we want. We have to sit with our class. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work. I don't want to sit with my class. Now, but the first day of school, I was like, we got to sit with our class. What? But it's not like I knew anybody there, but obviously now I know everybody there. So it's like, I wish that we could sit wherever we wanted. But then at the same time, it would be like all the friends, because I feel like they separated all the friends that was close the year before I went there. They put them in separate classes so that they won't end up doing all of that stuff at lunch. So it was like you went through all of that just to separate friends that they're going to end up talking again at lunch or not. Because nowadays when I go on lunch, this is like, we're almost done with the school year. We're in the middle of the school year now. So it's like every time I go in there, I give hugs to the other classes if I like them. Or if I talk to them, they give me hugs and stuff. And we just communicate. But it's not like they can stay there forever. They have to go to that table. And that's what I don't like. So it's like people from our other classes, we can't talk to them at lunch. Because they got to sit at a separate table. And we can't yell across the lunch table. We can't yell and say hello. They're all the way over there. And the first day of school, I sat right on the edge across from Trinity. And Denia sat next to Trinity. And then that was just where we sat for the rest. That was just where we sat until I moved classes. And I was really mad when I moved classes because I'm like, I don't want to leave y'all. Like, y'all the only people I talk to in this school. And then they leaving. They want me to leave y'all. But luckily, the class that I moved to, I did know people in that class. I knew one girl, and then I started talking to a lot of people in that class. Because I was with Trinity. Well, I wasn't with Trinity, but I was always around Trinity. Because that's where we always sat. And that's who I would talk to, Trinity and Denia. So the people who was in the other class knew both of them, and they were their best friends and all that other stuff. So when I was talking to Trinity and all them came over there, and that's when they started talking to me. Even after school, they would talk to me. So I was like, oh, hey, y'all, all that other stuff. And we just made conversation. The first day after lunch, we went to my third period. That's science or social studies. I think the first week we had an A week, which is science. I can't remember if we had an A or B week, but it was one of them. And we did that. We was also in there for 75 minutes. And then we went to resource. For first quarter, I had gym. And like I said, I did switch classes. So this is third quarter, I have gym again. So first quarter, I had gym. And we had gym and all that other stuff. We did warm up and all that. And if you haven't seen my dance vlog, go watch that. That also will be linked in the description down below. We did that in the gym. So we had gym, all that other stuff. So after resource, we went back to our homeroom teacher, and we was there for about 45 to 50 minutes. That's what we call intervention there. And we actually ended up doing more work, or we touched faces with what we did when we was in his class for first period. So we basically did a continuation of the lesson that he had started. And after that is when we had left school, and my father picked me up. And I honestly don't remember what I did after I left school. Like, honestly, I don't remember. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, make sure you subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so you can get notified every time I post these bangers. And before I end this video off, just know, you guys, I haven't forgotten about you. It's just that I've been busy with life, really. And it's just a lot going on, and I don't be having time to film and edit. So it's like I finally found time. I will be filming videos for you guys. Okay? Okay. Bye.